Is it really ethical for teenagers to be dating AIs? Because, you know, I get it. That's very different from, say, teenagers dating an adult, like they shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, though, if an AI is just an average of a lot of adults, quote-unquote, contributing content, then an AI is basically no different from like an adult that's grooming you, right?
That is an interesting perspective.
AI is grooming our youth. That's a really good title, actually.
Yeah.
And as someone that has talked to plenty of AI stuff. But we did it on stream, like on I rizzed up some horror
Jason
person. Okay, well, we don't have to say his name, but
yeah, okay.
You don't have to out him like that, but. Welcome to Off the Console, the hottest and oldest podcast. Well, it's not the oldest, but we have our 1 year anniversary, so we can't say new podcast anymore. That's all about gaming, tech news, and anything nerdy. This is our 51st episode and our 1 year anniversary. We did it, guys.
We did it, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know everyone out there is applauding for us as well.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Do some clapping emojis or something in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know that we're celebrating together, or some other emoji that you want to do, I guess. Or,
Eggplant.
not go the boomer route and just write it out. The peach. Damn. So this week we're covering the biggest news, including, I don't know if this is the biggest news because we get this, 3 times a year, but the Steam Next Fest has a bunch of new demos, a lot of good new indie games are coming out. We also have a new record with Steam's concurrent users, and so we're going to go over that. They're just going to continue breaking that every year. Mm-hmm. I have some news, and we also have some news on the Xbox Ally X reviews. I have one right here, so just a little sneak peek. You're going to have to wait
alert.
for that. Yeah, it's an interesting device, very interesting.
How charitable.
It's interesting. It's good and bad, and you'll have to listen, or don't fast forward. Just listen or watch until we get to that. Then in our bonus topics that you can find on Patreon, and I think we might have another location for it in the future, potentially, right? In the Castapod kind of stuff. But we have Moist Critical. We're going to be talking about his YouTube journey and how much he makes. Then we also have Ocean Gate news after 2 years, which is crazy, but it's going to be an explosive time with that episode. So without disrespecting people that didn't make it any further, thanks for being here, guys. I'm joined with me, Gardner and High Tech.
Low life again.
Yo, what's up?
What have you been playing, High Tech? Because I'm going to ask you specifically because the Next Fest this week, and it sounds like you've been playing a lot. But
yes, I have been playing quite a few. Obviously, the demos I've linked here are not all of the demos I've tried. Some of the demos I've tried were not super interesting, but these are the most interesting ones I've tried out. So I had to drop all of my games to do the Next Fest. But yes, the Next Fest, lots of demos. And there are some things I really want to rant about when we get to the actual topic at hand. What was that?
That's my dog. Or Chewbacca. He's stretching. Don't mind him.
It sounded like someone said, "Oh."
Yeah.
Like
someone... He does a little low growl when he's stretching.
But yeah, basically there's a lot of good in the Next Fest, and also some things I've started to notice.
Be right back.
Oh yeah, that's a dog for sure. Well, while James is gone though, what have you been playing, Gardner?
What have I, dude? I have been working nonstop. It's been crazy. I have a new client that I'm doing a super secret project for. And I'm excited about it, but I don't think it's going to be interesting to anybody on the podcast, but it's cool. It's the local Chamber of Commerce. I'll just say that. So this is the problem is I started my YouTube channel because I was like, man, I'm working so much. I don't get to play games as much as I should. I started my channel to do that. And then, now I'm back to I'm working so much I don't get to play games, and a lot of it is because of my channel. Like I have to get so much work done.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. I started my channel technically, like the Games Revealed was originally a podcast, and I'd play games with someone, to other people, and we talk about it, and we had to play games every week, and so it kind of went away from that to fangirling about the Steam Deck and a bunch of other stuff.
Dude, I don't know why I started my channel. I did it because I was bored.
You
And
hated yourself.
and it alleviates my boredom sometimes. So there's that too. I don't know, kind of a shallow reason to start a YouTube channel.
No, it's a
not at all.
great reason.
What about you, James? Gardner went over what he has not been playing this week. So
I kind of doing a little bit of the same. I have a topic, and I'll talk about some of the stuff I've been playing in that in the Xbox Ally X stuff. But beyond that, oh man, what have I been playing? I have a couple of games I want to play for the Halloween season. I just haven't gotten into them yet because I had to play everything else I've played before on the Ally X, like Witcher 3, bunch of other games on there that I'll talk about once we get there.
how many of those games are Dead Space games?
I'm wearing this hat because I'm mourning what the Xbox Ally could have been. It was black, not because it's Dead Space. But yes, I did try a Dead Space on there, and it did not run as well as I was hoping it would. But yes, and I think it's a Dead Space, partially a Dead Space issue. But we can talk about that when we get to that topic. With that being said, if you have not done so, make sure to subscribe, or bare minimum like this episode if you like it, or you can follow us on podcast.subscribe2.me. Our RSS feed is there, so if you want to listen to it, more of a fan of listening than watching, that's fine. And then also you can find us on the Fediverse at Off the Console Show at podcast.subscribe2.me. And the Fediverse, speaking of the Fediverse, I do have one little thing to add. So I'm working on my personal website, and I'm adding one of the reasons I still haven't launched it yet. And I started with Ghost, and I went away from Ghost because I want to do my own thing. Again, this is just me. I added the Fediverse. I added a bunch of stuff for the Fediverse. So my site will be on the Fediverse. And
Nice.
It's fun.
Hell yeah.
Because it's not actually that difficult to do so far. I mean, I need to test it more, but I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
Dude, the Fediverse is the future of the internet. Like, if the internet's going to survive, the Fediverse is the way it survives, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, hooking this all up got me really thinking about how I really want to create a Fediverse specific app that really focuses on UX, like the user experience. And so this might be like a prelude into like me doing something like that. But it's fun.
We should talk, because I have some ideas too.
Okay. We should do it,
dude.
Yes.
Well,
also, I think we forgot something.
To plug the Patreon. Yeah. So the Patreon is live. So once you listen to this, you can go over to patreon.com and go to Off the Console. I think Off the Console and Off the Console podcast, those will both work. We'll have a link in the description below too. And you can become a member. You can become a free member to see the posts, but like to get all the exclusive stuff, you need to become a paid member, and you can then get exclusive access to our bonus episodes, which we will have one at the end of this, and we already have another one. So you'll have, by the time you sign up, 2 bonus episodes to get caught up on, and we'll have some more other goodies in there, including, I think, easier way for us to get questions, comments, stuff like that, and then we'll have some exclusive Discord stuff coming too. So
yeah,
I don't know, I don't know how to segue into this, but someone needs to talk about the Steam Next Fest, and that is High Tech. You are the go-to person when it comes to Steam Next Fest. I really do like a lot of the stuff that comes out, and I do like indie titles, but I'm so overwhelmed all the time by the Steam Next Fest. And I've complained about it a little bit before, where even like the recommended games don't seem quite right, and I have to sift through some of the other games to get stuff that I like. And I did do that, and I just didn't play them in time for this.
Fair enough. Let's go through what the Next Fest really is. So, as you know, it's a celebration of upcoming games, Valve's own words, not mine, featuring demos from all sorts of different developers. And if you scroll down, let's look at what they recommend you, James. I'm curious.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay. For you, yeah, okay, I'm logged in.
All right, so there's Casey.
Is she like a leopard or is she a witch? No.
She's a witch.
I know. She must have been wearing this makeup all day because it is coming off or something. But yeah.
Or maybe it was intentionally crappy.
Yeah.
It was probably intentionally crappy. But it definitely caught me.
All right, so scroll down. I don't know what this is.
This is one we've talked about before. It's actually one that looks really interesting. I think I've talked about it on one of my streams. Sorry. It's like Creasel or something like that. Theater of Idols. It does look like a really fun horror game that's based on blood. And I think as you kill enemies, you harvest their blood and get stronger. I don't think you're a vampire in this, but it is definitely one that I downloaded the demo. I do want to play it. This is probably the game I'm most excited for, as it has that horror aspect that I love. So
it's giving me like
almost
Bioshock
vibes.
Yes. I was getting Bioshock vibes from it, like that monster coming at you.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Bioshock. But all the whole blood aesthetic is definitely a Bloodborne thing.
Yeah,
all right.
It's kind of like a mixture of a little bit, and how they hold the weapons, how they look at it, how they look at some of the potential powers, kind of makes me think of Bioshock, though. Also, yeah. So Misery, don't know what this is. I have zero interest in it. Here's the problem too with like these game
recommendations.
Recommendations, but also like the artwork that they showcase, like the images, they just never catch me to like, because I don't, and they're not that bad for an indie stuff, for like indie game images, showcase, whatever they're called. Nothing catches me too much.
I mean, like Motor Slice quite a bit, actually. I tried out that demo.
Motor Slice?
Yeah.
So
this was a lot of fun. I'm not sure what the story is actually about, to be honest. But you're just exploring the world. You're killing robots. There's also a lot of parkour aspects too.
It looks
like a Prince of Persia almost, but like,
to me, it looks like Shadow of the Colossus meets Control.
Yeah, so that Tonka truck that you like crawl under, that's the boss you fight in the demo. And yeah, you do a lot of Shadow of Colossus style like platforming and like climbing up to like kill the boss. So it's pretty cool. You should definitely try it out.
Yeah, that looks neat.
Yeah, that was actually one of the games I have that I had linked earlier. But let's go to the charts and see what the top charts are looking.
Top charts?
Yeah, at the top you see like a charts. So let's see.
Trending upcoming, popular upcoming.
Let's do popular upcoming. Or top demos. I don't know which one's actually better. See, Half
probably
Sword.
All very similar.
I downloaded this. I haven't tried it yet. It was whatever. Let's scroll down till we see something interesting.
I do like that you can hover over and get like the trailer starting.
Yeah.
When did they add that feature in?
I think that was like a while ago, to be honest.
Huh. I do not remember it. Heroes of Might and Magic, olden era. There's definitely not an indie one, but yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they have AAA developers that participate. Yeah. It's not just like sometimes Square Enix does next stuff.
More than happy if AAA wants to, as long as it doesn't overshadow indie. Heroes of Might and Magic definitely always feels a little indie-esque to me. So, but they've been around for decades.
What they should do is make a sequel to the Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't know it very well. I just know that they've made a million different versions of Heroes of Might and Magic. Final Sentence demo.
The price of a mistake. Dude.
Okay, I have to go into this one. Final Sentence is a battle.
It's a battle royale game where you have to type.
Oh, interesting.
Dude, you're a monkey on a typewriter. That's hilarious. Well, you're not literally a monkey, but yeah. Let's see, but
You know what? I'm down for this type of battle royale.
yeah. So what's your words per minute?
Mine?
Yeah.
Probably not that good.
What about you, Gardner?
I'm sorry, what?
When's the last time you tested out your typing speed?
Oh, years ago. It was
Oh,
like 80 or something.
oh,
Why?
oh,
When
I
was
just want to
yours?
lord. I just want to lord over my 100+ words per minute speed.
Yeah. Are you like a home row typer? Like, do you stick with the home row?
No, I never formally learned how to type.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I took a typing class, but I can type fast and a lot of mistakes, or I
Yeah.
can type correctly. And I do not. Yeah, I haven't taken a typing like test in a long time because I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't care. How fast can I type without making a mistake? And that's pretty slow, especially with programming.
it's all good, man. That's what vibe coding's for.
Well, you still have to. You still have to read the code. You never vibe code anything and not review it.
Oh, so this looks like Minecraft.
Everwin demo. Yes, it. You want me to click into this or into any of these?
Let's scroll down some more.
Reanimal actually was another one that I downloaded that looked interesting because, has that horror aspect to it, especially for this season. Is it
It kind of
two
looks
people?
like it kind of looks like Little Nightmares.
It looks like Little Nightmares, but as a third person almost, or at least it's not. So Little Nightmares is almost always side scrolling. This one looks like it's full 3D world. Interesting. Midnight Walkers is also one I downloaded. I haven't tried it out yet though, but it's an extraction shooter. Extraction shooters are always interesting, but they're so committal, and so I have a hard time committing to it.
Oh, speaking of extraction shooters, I also tried out the Arc Raiders public beta that they have going on, the Slam beta or whatever. It's pretty sick.
I've heard really good things about Arc Raiders, but
It's not part of the next fest, but it's going on at the
No.
same time. It's going on for this weekend only, so yeah, I figured why not.
Yep.
All right, so let's scroll on and see if there's any more. Just like keep scrolling past everything till we find something.
I mean, all the stuff I highlighted was interesting.
Yeah, it's all interesting. Road to Vostok is. Hey, there's a game.
Ultimate Sheep Raccoon, is that like Ultimate Chicken Horse by the same devs?
Click on it and see. Do you know what the dev name is? Because I'm not super familiar with that.
Ultimate Chicken Horse is really fun. It's just a kind of a griefing your friends game.
Ah, I love griefing people.
It looks very similar. So
it's the same.
Surprised.
It's the same developer.
Nice. I'm gonna get that then.
Oh, it doesn't hold up. It's not sharing. Hold up.
Oh.
It's not sharing the screen properly. I chose tab, not window.
It's all good, man. We can fix this.
I'm not trying to make it difficult.
No, I actually made it really easy to merge a bunch of these screen shares.
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yes, it is made by the same people.
Nice.
Yeah, I see. Hey, there's two demos in that last page that I played, actually. If you go back to the other tab. So the first one there is Road to Vostok. It's kind of like an extraction shooter, but like PvE almost, I want to say. It's a survival. It's like a really hardcore like survival like sim, so to speak.
Is it an extraction shooter though? Or is it just survival?
I don't think it's an extraction shooter. I think it is just survival.
Mm-hmm.
I just said extraction shooter because you lose everything, I think.
I feel like I've played an early version of this.
Yeah, they've had demos before, but this is the final demo before early access launches. And the other game I tried on here was Union Rhythm Psychosis. It's
Not
a rhythm game. Dude, it's a rhythm game. It's pretty hilarious though.
The rhythm games are pretty fun.
Yeah, it's got a lot of the like otaku jams from like the mid 2000s that I've definitely heard. I've been deep in this rabbit hole for quite some time. It's hilarious. So if you scroll down,
Painkillers are they redoing it? Like, are they doing the whole series?
Fast-paced co-op action.
Yeah, have you ever played Painkiller? Like, there's like multiple
like the
Painkillers.
first one.
Yeah,
but that's it.
There's Painkiller 1, and then there's a couple other ones because they kept on remaking them in different ways. It was kind of weird. Yeah, it's a little interesting that they're just redoing the whole brand, just call it as Painkiller instead of just like Painkiller 3 or something. But it's a fun blast. It's Doom-esque, where it's very bloody, it's very action packed. It's arena style typically, where it locks down in the area and you have to defeat all the enemies. It's really
does it still have that stake gun where like you shoot like a giant rod, like a stake at enemies, and it sticks them to walls with ragdoll physics?
I'm hoping so. Like, it wouldn't be a Painkiller without it. Honestly, this has got me kind of interested. I was gonna play it, but I'm like, it's gonna come out. I'll just wait and see. Because I know what Painkiller. You look at it, it looks like Painkiller. It's just modernized. Yeah. Any more games?
I feel like we're not gonna hit any of the games I tried until Slots and Daggers is one I tried actually. So how much? So do you guys like the blochification of classic gambling games?
No.
Well, this is that with slots, but instead of like trying to hit an arbitrary point threshold, you instead are fighting against enemies, and your like little slot symbols represents your 3 actions you can take in a turn.
It looks cool. Honestly, it looks really interesting. It's not quite my style. My only gambling I like to do is on the stock market.
Oh, well, good thing I have a game for that called Insider Trading that I linked.
Maybe.
Did you see it?
No, I have not seen it yet, but maybe I should do that. Play that one. Hellmart. Oh my. You see, I'd play a game like this. I love B-level like horror movies, but I also like B-level horror games.
If you like B-level horror games, have you tried Welcome to Dolltown?
No, but I've seen it.
I can't tell if it's like a actual like sincere horror game or if it's a massive shitpost.
Oh, look, it's anime. Have you played this one?
I have played this
Brutal,
one.
Dude.
Hey, I've played a bunch of anime games too.
I have played this one, and I spent most of my time trying to optimize my build. It's stupid. Oh, Hellmaiden's is awesome too.
Yeah, it looks like a Vampire Survivor.
Okay, so typically I have a severe aversion to Vampire Survivors likes because most of them kind of suck, to be honest.
That's just because I mean, there's a couple of really good ones, but yeah, I'm very much also don't care about them unless it has a good theme.
This one's based on The Divine Comedy, if you guys have ever read that, by Dante Alighieri.
Which manga is that one? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Featuring Dante from the
I'm sorry. It's just really funny to hear Dante Zaffarno kind of stuff mixed with anime, but yeah.
It's more common than you think.
Oh, it's common. It definitely is very common. It's just funny.
Didn't EA also make a Dante's Inferno game?
Yes.
That's also loosely
I think they
based
literally
on...
called it like I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever. So one thing I really dislike about there being so many Vampire Survivors like Cindy's Next Fests, aside from Hellmaiden, I'll give an exception to that, is that most of them A, suck, and B, most of them occupy like 3 genres that I actually enjoy playing. Bullet hell, shoot 'em ups, and beat 'em ups, despite them not really being any of those, besides maybe bullet hell. Because like you know what a shmup is, right?
Yeah. No.
So like think like Raiden or like
a schmuck?
Yeah, a shmup.
A shmup? I don't know what a shmup is.
Like a shoot 'em up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you guys know what a beat 'em up is, right? Like Final Fight or Double Dragon. And these Vampire Survivors likes are like none of those things. And it really pisses me off because if you look up beat 'em up in the Next Fest, this shows 40 results last I checked, but there's only like one actual beat 'em up in there, and that's Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which honestly I didn't really like the demo for, to be honest. Hot take.
you might be evolving out of the genre. You might
No,
just
I'm
need
not
to accept
evolving
it.
out of the genre.
You
There's
just might need to accept it. If there's 40 and you
no, there's not
there's
40.
only good. Oh.
There's like 39 Vampire Survivors likes that have invaded my genre.
You're getting left behind. I'm sorry, High Tech.
Damn.
It's okay. Same thing's happening to me. No.
What are you evolving out of? Dead Space
I don't know. Hey, we did not put it in here, but Dead Space is most like the original creator, or at least there's two creators, but the creator that did Callisto Protocol, which I actually liked the game, but a lot of people didn't. He is looking for funding to buy from EA the Dead Space IP. And especially since it's being acquired, there's a good chance he could do it if he could get enough funding. So we could, and he's talking about doing a Dead Space 4 game. So for Dead Space fans, that's a really good news.
Are they gonna retcon Dead Space 3?
What people want is to do the Dead Space 2 remake, and then from Dead Space 3 to kind of do the flow of the story to help kind of reboot the franchise. It's kind of what Dead Space 1 was the start of, because they kind of put themselves in a corner. On top of it, like Dead Space 3 was heavily directed by C-level execs. So yeah, we don't want that type of stuff. But yeah, good news for anyone that likes Dead Space or good horror games, action horror. Like and hopefully you can pull that IP away from EA, so I don't have to feel as guilty if they did come out with Dead Space in the future of supporting EA.
Saudi Arabian Dead Space 4.
Saudi. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
But
what else?
Honestly, there are quite a few demos that I didn't like that I tried out, and some of them just didn't run on Steam Deck very well or at all.
Oh, did you play these all on Steam Deck?
Yes, yes. So that's Insider Trading. That's the game I mentioned earlier. Yeah. It's like Balatro, but if it were, instead of being a casino game, it's stock trading.
Why do this when I have the real thing?
Why can't you just do both at the same time?
Because I just need a little fix, and then I can play my other games. But no, I agree. Like, this looks interesting. This looks more interesting to me than Balatro, but is it going to educate me so I'm a better gambler? I mean, sorry, investor?
No, it's not.
What?
Because it's basically the principle is just buy low, sell high. It's like basically the only thing that matters, to be honest.
It's not educational. They need to make an educational gambling investment game.
Stock trade. Well, they're gonna make a book about stock market trading for like 5-year-olds, like a picture book. You should do that.
No, I'm not. Dude, I am not that good at it. I just know, like, I studied the companies I want to invest in, and I invest in those. And it's worked out really well. But yes, any more demos you want to look at?
Maybe not right now. I have a video up. I have 2 videos about the Next Fest, so I have some recommendations if you want to check those on my channel.
Promoting your video.
You can promote your videos too.
Yeah, no, go watch his video on all the other good recommended games. Like, honestly, it's it's worth it that people like you distill it down. High Tech.
Man,
like creators like you.
Yeah, to be honest though, I used to make like hour-long videos on like the Next Fest, or like 3 videos, but I feel like I haven't done my due diligence this week. Too busy with a lot of other things.
You got to pick a like 10, 20. That's good. That's plenty. I don't know how many you chose, but yeah, we got to know what's good and what's not, because it takes a lot of work to install, play them, and everything.
You know what's good though? Steam. Steam is quite good.
Steam likes breaking records. Mm-hmm. Or at least developers on Steam like to break records. What record was broken this time, High Tech?
Concurrent user records. So as you know, I think sometime last year, Valve hit a record 35 million concurrent users. 35 million users on Steam all at once. Now it's 41 million.
Oh, this is all at once. This is not like specific to a game. Okay.
Yes. So of course there are some thoughts on what could be breaking this record. First and foremost, Battlefield 6 came out sometime this week, and it's been doing really well. Another game that's been doing pretty well that they didn't really mention that much is Arc Raiders, which the Slam public Slam test came out like yesterday, and I think this was also written yesterday. This PC Gamer article. Look up Arc Raiders.
Ooh.
It's Arc with a C.
Yeah.
It's being made by the guys that made the finals, which I think the finals is really good. And they're all full of like ex-DICE employees.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Like, yeah, this is a stacked company. Our dev studio, that is. It looks interesting. I've followed them for a few years, but I'm just waiting for the chance to jump into it, and I just haven't done it yet.
Well, Arc Raiders or the finals?
Arc Raiders.
Well, now's your best chance because it's free to play for the weekend. Free to try.
It does look interesting, but I have so much other stuff. Oh, I love that.
The giant like spider tank.
Yeah. I love big environmental objects when you're... I can't remember. Is this what kind of game is this again?
Extraction shooter.
It's an extraction shooter. That's right. That's right. Yeah. And I'm hearing really good things that this will probably be the best extraction shooter on Steam. It's not like it has a huge list of contenders though right now.
I mean, Marathon was gonna be one, but then it turns out Marathon stole art, and then they started calling.
Was it going to actually be one though?
Well, until people realized they didn't really like the gameplay, and then they found the plagiarism. If you remember, they started calling the game Art Raiders.
So people are actually playing this and actually saying that it is like there's like you could like until you can play the game on Steam, you can't say it's going to be like the biggest whatever. I mean, people will, but yeah, Marathon. Bungie, will they recover from that? That's the real question.
It seems like their cash cow right now, Destiny 2, is in dire straits, but that's not a topic.
Every cash cow will eventually die. You milk that thing dry, especially if you don't feed it well.
Yep.
Just the world of business, man.
Yep. So yeah, Steam big records.
So my question is, this is the biggest record. This is Steam's biggest record. Are there other platforms that have more? Like online concurrent, like PlayStation or Xbox or anything? Or even Nintendo?
You know what? Let me find out.
I doubt Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't think
Nintendo. Definitely not Nintendo. Probably the only one, definitely not Xbox either. So
yeah,
realistically, probably only PlayStation.
Yeah. Because we don't know like the absolute monthly active user base of Steam. But like I have I've like compiled the Steam hardware survey results, which are like relative numbers. And I've like kind of extrapolated, or at least tried to extrapolate my, oh my God, sorry.
It's the weekly train.
Yeah. Every Saturday. I've tried to extrapolate what I think is the active user base of Steam. And I suspect there's something like 300 million monthly active users on Steam. And that would mean that like, if I can't do math in my head, but like, what would that be if it's 300 million active users and 41 million are concurrently online? What percentage would that be?
It's like a 6 or something like that, or a little lower. Yeah. And so
I think that's a reasonable amount, don't you think?
That's a lot.
Oh, really?
Like 41 million concurrent is a lot. Doing like at one point, 1/6 of your average is a lot, because that is people play games like, especially when you're including all 300 million, let's say, they're in different time zones. They're throughout the world. There's like it overlaps throughout a 24-hour period. So having 1/6 at one time is crazy.
Yeah. So do you think my projection is accurate or inaccurate?
No, it sounds like it's within the realm.
So if that number is accurate, right, then that would mean, based on the percentages we see on Steam, that there are 10,900,000 Steam Deck users.
Now, I'm a little curious as to where you got that figure from.
Yeah, so my 300 million is extrapolated with like a monthly growth rate of just 0.1% of Steam. And the last verified numbers that we got from Steam user base was in 2022, October 2022, and that is 190 million monthly active users on Steam. And so I've extrapolated like a 1% growth rate, which might be too much. I don't know, but that's like my guess.
It seems a bit much like the Steam Deck numbers. Not saying that the Steam Deck isn't a success.
Yeah.
But
well, I do know that like I've heard from anonymous sources that like a year ago or 2 years ago, they had sold about 5 million units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Valve is very tight-lipped about this stuff.
I really wish Valve would be less, but according to these numbers, it's like over 4 million this year, but like sold period.
Oh, really?
2 million units are not being Steam Deck. Once again, these are probably very conservative numbers. I would be shocked if it wasn't more into the 6 or 7 million for Steam Deck. I just wish Valve would be more upfront on that. But Valve definitely owns the market.
Yeah, I wonder where they're getting this number from, because that seems, my source is fairly reliable. So, yeah, I would think 5 million at a minimum. I think 10 million might be too many. Oh wait, I typed in some numbers wrong here. That's my fault.
Just 2 extra zeros.
Hold on.
I'm just kidding.
The number.
Yeah. No, under. Like he typed 2 extra.
Wait, what? I don't know. Never mind. So absolute Steam, like last month, my absolute number of Steam Deck units was 4.3 million, and now it's 10 million. So I typed in a number wrong somewhere here, but suffice it to say, I think it's around 5 million still, according to my.
That sounds about right. To be fair.
Yeah.
That sounds.
Maybe I don't know. I had. I suffered some what I think is brain damage, and I can't like do any numbers in my head anymore, like not even a little bit.
Oh shit.
Was that wrestling with your dad?
Yeah. Yeah. That's an inside joke, but yeah.
You gotta go check out you posted in your blog, didn't you?
I haven't posted it quite yet, but there will be there'll be an I read you guys the like first draft of the ending of that blog post.
Apologize for spoiling anything, but
no, it's funny as hell, dude.
You got to go subscribe to Gardner's
autobiography is going to go hard,
dude. I've been told by multiple people I need to write an autobiography, so I'd
buy it.
Yeah.
Yo, we should read excerpts of it once it releases.
Right. On the after show, not on the proper show, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I wouldn't buy, but I did buy.
Uh-oh.
The Xbox Ally.
Where's your
I have it right
RG
here.
Xbox Ally X?
Right here. I cannot show you all the games I have on it because they're all adult oriented, but no, I'm kidding.
All that anime.
Right. They're all anime.
So I see you're not using the Xbox interface, but rather the Steam interface.
So you've played around with the Xbox interface, right?
I have, yeah. I have. I did reinstall Windows on my normal Ally X, so I could try it out. It is kind of cumbersome though without an Xbox button though.
Sucks. So here's like I don't even have the home screen. I don't even know how to get to the home screen. I clicked home to get to my home screen, and like I'm sorry, but as a developer, I really hate Xbox's UI. It's better than going into Windows mode, but not much better. It does save you like resources, but it is not designed for hand. Like if you want to see good UX for like handhelds, I think the Steam OS, the game mode, is the best, and then the second best is big picture mode. Even though they're about the same, I think they tweak it a little bit more for the Steam Deck, I feel like. But
Steam, the Steam game mode on SteamOS has like an actual like compositor that's sitting over top of Steam, and so it's able to like intercept like Windows draw calls and stuff, which means that the games don't have control over their video output settings. Steam is dictating those things. So that's one of the main reasons why it's so effective, is because like it won't ever steal focus and all the other things, all the other ways that Windows gets in the way of playing a game with a handheld.
So James, it sounds like you're not too keen on this ROG Ally X that you've got.
I mean, I spent $1,000 and I got the plastic or the paper cardboard stand.
Dude, that's just value added.
Value added. And it comes in a cubby to where like it feels like they were, I don't know. Here's my biggest take on this. And I bought it partially because I wanted the experience of buying it. And just I knew kind of what I was getting into because the screen size is 7 inches. It hasn't changed. Every other new device besides the Allies have been slightly larger or larger than 7 inches. And I think it's because it's just you kind of need to go that route. In my opinion, I think the 7 inches, the 16:9 ratio is just too small compared to like the Steam Deck. Even when I go to the Steam Deck, which is like 7.3 on the OLED that I have, the 16:10 ratio definitely bumps up the just more. That's like there's more on the screen. And they handle the UI better, so I can read the text. I don't need glasses. I've been checked everything, but I can read stuff and pay attention to stuff more on Steam Deck and these bigger screens. This screen for $1,000 device for a 10-year or a 2-year-old screen, because they've been adding these in since the original Allies, is a spit in the face to all the people that bought this, in my opinion.
Certainly sounds like it. Do you think it would have been as much of a spit in the face had you bought the $600 version?
No, it would have been, honestly, the $600 version like is not worth it in my opinion. Even though I think Linus kind of said it was a little bit over the Steam Deck, maybe, but once again, with the Steam Deck, you're going to get a little less performance, but you're going to get an OLED for that price. So
yes,
I just, it's kind of crazy that we're at this point and we can't have better devices for just a little bit more than the Steam Deck. Like $1,000, really, especially from Xbox, is, I was really hoping, and I knew what I was getting into because I've seen the specs before I bought it, but I told myself I could always review it a little bit, return it, and which will most likely I'm going to return it or sell it. I mean, I did upgrade the internal, so I'll probably sell it for someone that wants an upgraded Xbox. Just give them that chance. I won't price hike it much, just enough to pay for this shipping. But
can I ask a question about this?
Yes, go for it.
So you know, if you're how's the battery life, I guess, is my question.
Funny enough, it's still Windows underneath, so it sucks. They do not do power management well at all.
So my question is, like, do you think it would be like that would be like the deciding factor if someone was trying to decide between the OLED Steam Deck versus the $600 version?
No, I don't think so. But it could be like power wise. If you manage it well, you're gonna get better power. You're gonna get a longer battery in this than the Steam Deck OLED, but really? You have to manage it, and you have to baby it, and it's very much like the previous Allies. You got to do that. Where this shines, the Z2 Extreme shines, is at 17 TDP, which is just 2 higher than the Steam Deck, and it beats the Steam Deck hands down. It is a really good mid gaming handheld, but it also, if you pump that thing up all the way to, I think it's like 35, 37 or something like that, TDP, it drains that battery so fast that like there's almost no point in having an 80-watt battery. That being said, the ergonomics on it are amazing. This thing is the best handheld I've ever held by far. It is definitely better than the Steam Decks, but it's not enough to warrant the price. Like, I'm not going to spend an extra $400 or $500 to just get a little bit better handle. Like, I've been fine with the Steam Deck up to this point. The controls, some of the other stuff does feel a little better. I do like the Ally though. I like the Ally's controllers, like the controller that is the joysticks and everything else. I like it, but I just, it's not worth, like, there's nothing that's a part of this device that says this is worth $1,000 or even $100 more than the Ally X.
Here's my question though. Have you considered installing Bazzite on it?
No.
Because the Fox just did. And there's a little Twitter post from him on that.
Yeah, I saw.
And there's another YouTuber called Cyber Dopamine who actually did that on his ROG Xbox Ally X.
They get about a 5 to 10% increase in performance over Windows on it when you do Bazzite or like a SteamOS equivalent, and which is nice and all. And but that wasn't what I like. I bought $1,000 device. It plays most of the games fine. I don't like the screen size, and I knew that I was going to be disappointed going into this a little bit because of the screen size, but I had hoping, I guess. I don't know why. I just, for how big the chassis is and everything about this device, they can fit an 8-inch screen in here. Like, this is a shout out at Xbox that they really don't give a fuck about gamers anymore.
Yeah.
And this is the device that broke me on this, is because everything about the device it feels great. But that screen, man, it looks fine. It's not big enough for what you're getting, what you're paying. That's my biggest gripe.
So now my biggest. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Gardner.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, James, this is coming from a place. You and I are both Xbox fans, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love the original Xbox. I love the 360. But
I
like,
love the 360.
But this is like, seems like just like, as you said, it's spit in the face to gamers. Like, it's clear that Microsoft does not care at all about gamers anymore.
I don't know what they're thinking up there in Redmond, Washington, but they are definitely need to do some more user-based like surveys and stuff like that, because they have these. Okay, just to paint you a picture, Switch 2, how big is that screen? It's almost 8 inches. It's 7.9 inches, I think. The Switch 2, like the original one was 6.5. Like, size matters to me, guys. I'm sorry. I'm a size kid. No, but no, if I'm going to sit here and stare, and I play my Steam Deck a lot, but here's the flip side: the RG Ally, or not the RG, the Legion Go 2, the 8.8 inch screen, honestly is a little too big for me. I know this sounds weird, but like I feel like 8 inches is like the perfect size for, especially if you can go more bezel-less. But that's my biggest kicker with this. That, and then secondary is the software. Windows is just a garbage fire, and they just painted over it with their experience. That being said, I'd prefer them to do this than to wait. Like, I'm fine with it being half baked as long as I don't have to get into Windows 11 itself.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't expect to see a impromptu Legion Go 2 review from you anytime soon.
Maybe, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to either return or sell this device. I'm going to do a little bit more on it. And then partially because I just like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, I spent like $1,200 on this thing total. Well, technically $1,300 with tax and everything. Because I put a 4 terabyte drive in it. Love the size. It's fast and everything. I love how easy it was to put it in. but at the end of the day, is this? I thought I could really stomach the 7-inch screen, and I just couldn't. That's a little on me. Just having hopium, but yeah, I would not recommend anyone get this device unless they are completely fine with paying $1,000 for a 7-inch 2 or 3 year old screen. I don't know. I'm going really hard into this. It's just everything's so small, and I'm so used to the Steam Deck. That's why I think.
The Steam Deck OLED is 7.4 inches, but that 0.4 inches makes all the difference.
It does, and the UI for navigating is better tailored for handheld. Like they upscale, or like the font sizes are upped a little bit more and stuff like that. Where with this handheld, it's just not. It feels very. It just feels very not complete, and it could have been. And the Steam Big Picture mode is on Valve themselves. They could do a little bit more to detect what device it's on. It's not hard to do some of that, and to say, hey, let's just upscale the UI a little bit, or maybe introduce a little bit better handheld UI. But heck, I mean, that's the least of your worries. Steam's UI for that is still better than the Xbox One. The Xbox One for Windows 11 is already like, it's okay, it's not bad, but then you throw it into here, and there's a lot of white space to where, and white space is okay in UI design. When you have bigger screens, when you get to smaller screens, that space really matters, and it's better to make things feel like they're a little bigger and you can read them better than anything else for accessibility and all that. Like if you have glasses or if you have eyesight problems, I highly recommend not getting this device. Personally, I don't know. Have you? I mean, you guys, like the original Steam Deck was a 7-inch screen, but it was a 16:9, so or 10, so it showcased a little bit more.
Yeah.
The crispness. So this is a 1080 screen. The crispness is nice with that 1080, and I this is my opinion. Like I think 8-inch with a 1200p screen, which so like 16:10 is like the sweet spot. That's what I'd love to see every device hit, because I think it's perfect. Anything bigger, then it gets really clunky, and you have a tablet at that point. But they could have easily, for the size of this device, fit an 8-inch screen. This is my ranting is kind of over. Yeah, it is interesting to see. Like, did you guys know that this got the, like, we might have talked about this like last week, but that this got the Innovation of the Year award from Time Magazine, I think.
What? Time Magazine?
I think it was. Let's see here.
I mean, that's like the
Steam Deck one.
That's like how the Kinect earned the fastest selling consumer tech product ever award. Like Microsoft just bought that shit. Like it's not real.
Best invention.
Best invention.
Oh my god,
dude! I'm sure there are much more impactful inventions than a fucking handheld console from Microsoft.
Literally, this is Microsoft doing the Zune again. Like, the Zune was a pre-existing handheld that Microsoft just kind of... It was a pre-existing MP3 player from, I don't remember who, but some other company. And then they just kind of changed a little bit of how it looked on the outside and added their own UI and then pooped it out. And this is the same thing, man. Like, this is not... The only way that Time Magazine awarded them this prize or whatever is by Microsoft paying for it.
Interesting. Yeah, it's so great. So I guess it's like multiple inventions, but still having this in there, it was the only thing that's really different about this device is that the controller is the most comfortable. It's the most comfortable you'll get, but your eyesight suffers. Like, it's nice that your hands feel good, but your eyes don't. It does, from my understanding, they tilted it. So when you hold the controller, the device itself is tilted a little, so it helps with viewing angles, but which I think that's a little innovative. But beyond that, it is an Ally X. Not an Xbox Ally X.
Is the performance that much better than the Ally X though?
No,
I mean, I have an Ally X, so that's why I asked.
Same. I have an Ally. Oh, I don't have an Ally X. I have an Ally, and one of the things I wanted to get this for is because USB 4, so I can do a bunch of other content. But I just can't stomach spending $1,000 on this device. I'd rather just go and get another device for $600 and then spend that extra $400 on like a case and some other stuff and like eGPU enclosure so I can put my 3090 in it and do some more testing. Like it's just I couldn't stomach it. Once I got it, once I started playing with it and I realized how much it was, I just can't stomach that cost.
Damn.
For something that is really not that new. And it's a little shameful that Xbox and Asus couldn't just call it an Xbox handheld or something different than Xbox Ally X. It's very much a shame of what this is. So
damn.
I'm a little harsh, but really, in reality, like if you're fine with that 7-inch screen, this is going to be one of the best devices you can get because it will play everything.
But the price, of course.
Yeah, well, some people don't care about price. It is definitely like a whale's dream, I would say, if you don't mind, if you have, if you're nearsighted, I guess, I don't know. But it's just, I just,
besides the comfortable hand, like, grip on it, but it doesn't have that huge of a leap over the regular Ally X. Why? Like, what would the point of buying this be?
So, like I said, mid-level gaming. So if you're like mid TDP level, like so 15, 17, like 17 TDP, like that's what you set the preset to, is why I think a lot of people would like it. If you want that battery to last longer, you can get like 6-7 hours of gaming with that thing at the 17 TDP. And to be fair, Witcher 3 plays really good on the 17, like on the mixed mode. It runs really well. And there's actually a lot of games that run much better on that 17 TDP than the Ally and the Ally X, the originals with the Z1 Extreme. So if having a lot of battery on the go and playing a lot of your games that are like 5 to 10 years old is appealing to you, this might still be really worth it for some people. I'm just so used to the Steam Deck experience and that the little things really caught up to me over the yesterday as I was testing it out. But like the only game that had some struggles playing was Silent Hill 2, and I probably could have tweaked it to make it so it ran fine. Stellar Blade also did not run well on it. I was kind of shocked, even at the highest TDP. I feel like you can balance it out to look just the same on the Steam Deck. So with the lossless and FSR 4 mods that you can get for the Steam Deck, you can almost get it to look similar and run similar to this device. This device will still edge out in what you can do with it though, and the frame rate. You're not going to have that input lag and everything. So yeah, like I was shocked at some games at how well they ran on this, but that was at 37 TDP. So Cyberpunk still doesn't run that well on it. Cyberpunk needs to optimize their game some more. The CD Projekt Red, that is. So, yeah, I'm so mixed on it, guys. Like, it is a good device. It is not a device for me, and I don't think it's the right device that Xbox should have made. Like, I will definitely say they royally fucked up by not having it be cheaper. If they were going to spec it this way. Now, if they wanted to throw in an 8-inch screen, it's OLED for $1,000, then I would be keeping it. But I can't, it's just like any other device out there, and all the devices are starting to go down in price a lot for used and all that. Like, just get yourself a used one is what I recommend people. And honestly, I think there's a lot of people on eBay selling this. So I think there's a lot of people that are a lot of scalpers and I don't think people are buying it. So it's kind of funny because
Well,
they're up, like the upcharge is crazy. It's like $2,000, which
$2,000. You may as well just buy that one GPD device.
I know. Well, this is I don't know. What's the screen size on that thing?
That's a good question. Let me find out.
I think those
win
are like 7 inches. I'm sorry,
I just 7 inches. In fact, it might be the same screen as the Ally X itself.
I'm gonna say right now, I think this is a better device. It might not be as performant, but it's a better device. It's just gonna feel better. And you can put Bazzlight on it. Like, it's not like it's the end of the world. You can just put Bazzlight on this thing. And honestly, there's a lot of pluses to doing that. Unless you're wanting to do online gaming, a lot of pluses. I do want to. I'll go over these reviews a little bit. They're kind of funny. Like, IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. The Xbox full screen experience alone would probably be enough for me to recommend an Asus ROG Ally Xbox Ally X. Oh, goddamn. To anyone looking for a new handheld gaming PC, but the fact that it's so comfortable to use and performs so well is just icing on the cake. All it really needs now is a couple of software updates to really refine the full screen experience, and it will be a device for the history books. I don't think it's going to be a device for the history books. I do agree. Like, Steam even was like this. Steam Deck, people forget when Steam Deck was released, there was a lot of stuff that they needed to refine. And it took them a year or two to refine it really well. But they were also, it was a revolutionary device, in my opinion, compared to this when it came out. It really pushed a lot of, I think, innovation levels. Like, if you want to talk about an innovative device, Steam Deck is. Even though there was other devices before it, Steam Deck was managed to be able to make it affordable and to make it feel truly like a console-like experience for a PC gamer on the go. Where this, everything just doesn't feel quite right except for the controller. But it's IGN, man. I still read their stuff, but it's always funny when they review stuff. But a 9 out of 10, definitely not.
Yeah,
it's interesting too, where it's like, you know, the big outlets give it good scores, and then like the Radio Times is not so generous, and it's like you wonder why the big outlets are giving them good reviews.
It's hard because like, the big outlets are typically like oftentimes paid for and stuff like that, right? Or heavily incentivized to go a certain route. I just have such a hard time because I just don't know who this device truly is for.
Yeah.
They don't even give you like the best subscription level for so when you buy this, you get 3 months free of the Game Pass, but it's the mid-level tier, not the higher tier. And
what
so you can't even play like the new Call of Duty stuff. I was trying to, because I canceled my last one and I started the trial for this one because they gave me the trial. I figured I'd try it out. And the amount of stuff I wasn't able to download was, they really did nerf it for anyone that doesn't have a premium subscription. So I don't know. I don't know where Xbox is going with all this. They still have a chance to pivot, I think. And like, if they made a new Xbox handheld, I definitely think it could be better. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of this power and a lot of this device is heavily hindered by that screen.
Bad, huh?
It's just, the screen itself, the quality is not that bad. Like, I'm not like an OLED like diehard. OLED has its own issues. I'm just, you can look at the internal. If you open this thing up, it is just empty. There's so much empty space in it. It's crazy. They must have like tossed a bunch of stuff out because it is not much heavier than my Ally. When I hold them, honestly, it feels a little lighter for some weird reason, even though I know it's heavier than my Ally. And my Ally is the original Ally with the Z1 Extreme, and they could have definitely fit in a bigger screen. This was cost cutting at its best, but they didn't pass down. They just wanted to make money. I don't know what it is. It's so bizarre what Xbox and Microsoft is doing with their brand. because they
Yeah.
have the money, they have the connections, they have everything to make this not as expensive, and they're not doing that.
Well, this to them is just licensing the brand. They don't care
Yeah.
anymore. Like, it's very clear that Microsoft does not care about Xbox as a brand.
Yeah, it's
It's
unfortunate.
sad.
It's unfortunate. They have some game studios, which is great and all, but the brand Xbox doesn't mean anything to me. The studios are what I care about. And as long as they're releasing those studios for PC, what's the point of getting anything Xbox at this point? And like,
So
yeah.
Is Xbox dead at this point? Do you guys think so?
It's a zombie at the very least.
I
Damn.
definitely think it is on its way out. But I'm wondering if they're going to be doing like a Phoenix thing. Maybe they have like a concept in like 2 years to resurrect the whole thing. We'll see. It really does depend on what they do. And I just don't know. They still have a diehard follower base, but I think that's slowly dying. I don't think they're doing anything for them.
The thing is, if Microsoft wanted to like rise from the ashes, right, they would have to have a first party handheld Xbox that like, and that's their console in the next generation. And that's what they, and then they also have to have a bunch of first party AAA games that kick ass. And that is like, first of all, if that is their strategy, if that's what they want to do, they've blown their wad. And on this, like, the Ally X, the Xbox Ally X, right? People aren't going to take them seriously now. And
They're
then
going to be confused.
It's going to be confused. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And there's also like everything's an Xbox, which also is muddying the waters. And then Microsoft just has proven that they don't have the patience to like invest time and resources into studios that produce good quality games. So I just don't see how, Microsoft's going to achieve what I think would be their only real play for the next gen.
I don't either. I mean, I do like that they're playing with other people nicely. They need to be more directional and be a little bit more of a leader with the Xbox brand. Like,
yeah,
it is nice that I was able to easily, like, this actually came pre-installed with Steam. That was nice.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, but a lot of these brands, they get really, like, anything that's not their brand, they try to make it difficult so you can't access those other ones. Those other launchers and stuff. It comes pre-installed with Steam, with Epic Games. That is a nicety, I will say. That being said, it's a little confusing for switching between all of them. And for like a console gamer, this is going to be very confusing for an Xbox person. Like if you're coming from an Xbox device to this, you're going to be super confused. But it is, here's a great take. I'm glad it's not an Xbox in the traditional sense. I don't want to play Xbox only games on this device. I want to play PC games on it. So there's my take. I know a lot of people are like, well, this should be able to play anything that's Xbox. I don't want everything that's on Xbox is on PC and cheaper. So
yeah,
it's not going to be balanced as well for performance, but they are. Microsoft is coming out with some new branding and some new stuff that's similar to what Valve does with its verified program, and so they'll have a verified program on this handheld and with their Windows. Like, it's probably all up with their Xbox software, honestly. So,
yeah, but can Microsoft create? Like, I just don't have the confidence in Microsoft that they'd be able to create a verified program that's less confusing than what Valve already did. Like, the verified program kind of sucks anyway on the Steam Deck. And it's like Microsoft is like going to workshop it, or not workshop it, but like what's the term when you put it in front of a bunch of people? Focus group it to death, right? Like
yeah.
And it's going to be just the most watered down, muddled, like, I just don't have confidence that Microsoft can execute anything anymore.
Yeah. I think it just comes down to they just need to stick by their guns. They need to make things simple. Xboxes and PlayStation are brands of simplicity for console gamers. If you kind of go away from that, what do you have? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything else that you guys want to know about it. It is a very sad that it is a good device that is greatly hindered and just really is not as like you have better choices out there. Unless this is your main gaming device, I guess, then I guess hook it up to a TV or do some extra stuff to it. But the weaknesses for $1,000 are just too prevalent. So,
Yeah.
anything else you guys want to talk about this, or should we move on to the next topic?
I think it's time to move on to the next topic.
More news about Microsoft stuff. What is this? High tech. Insider says Halo Studios has generative AI woven into every aspect of its future game development, from core workflows to world building and enemy AI.
It's exactly what it says on the tin. AI is everywhere in Halo Studios, formerly known as 343 Industries.
Yeah.
What a time to brag about that, too.
So this is, of course, from an insider, so we haven't verified their claims just yet. But if the rumors are to be believed, allegedly Microsoft has 343 using AI in literally every aspect of the game. Now, there's no telling if they're going to use AI for the art too, because I think that's where it kind of steps over the line. Like I'm sure most people don't. So I'm sure most people don't care too much about AI generated code as long as it's cleaned up afterwards. Honestly, it should be like
honestly, if you're doing micro increments, like if you're giving little prompts for little small stuff, it's going to do a pretty good job of code development. It's when you say, I want you to build this thing and be very vague, and it's going to be vague in its code. So it's all about the process and how you use it.
Also, let me just say one thing. I actually do have an issue with Microsoft with code generated by especially OpenAI, because it is while many of probably most of its training data comes from open source code, that the license of open source code and the license of open source code usually doesn't prohibit that. It is very scummy that Microsoft is so in bed with OpenAI, and the fact that they also own GitHub, and so it just seems really scummy that they use this without permission from the developers. But that's just me.
It's so difficult for me because as a worker, a day laborer, I have to, when I work for software companies and stuff, like they really are pushing for engineers to use AI more and more. So like on that side, I have to do it at times, or else, could risk certain things that don't end well, like layoffs. I'm really curious how the internals on this look too, how much they're being forced to use it, incorporate it. Sometimes it's just nice to have some of like the boilerplate stuff taken care of. But yeah, from like a high level, Microsoft, they're just like, these companies are worth so much, and it just feels like they're just bleeding more and more of the industries dry when they could easily fund their own generative AI and its training it and everything. And I think they actually have been funding, like training a lot of their games on it. But beyond that, I don't know how ethical it is if they're training a bunch of other open source stuff or the game development side of things.
It's hard to know without knowing for certain if they even do this, because this is just an insider saying it.
No,
I don't doubt it.
They're Microsoft. I think we've covered a while ago article on them using generative AI with game development, especially. They are using this for sure. How like now the difference is like with this insider is like they give more details. Who knows? Like this is on a specific game. But we do know that they're training all their games that they own, and maybe that's another reason why they bought up all the studios, is so that they could train all the different games that like Blizzard, Bethesda have to create better generative AI and build more games. And so,
yes. So while I know we do like trash talking Microsoft, like we did for like the past hour or so, Sony is also leaning to these too. The article also mentions Sony's new Dark Outlaw games. They listed a job requiring hands-on experience with AI art tools like Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, ChatGPT itself. you know how it is.
It's so hard because like as an indie developer, like I don't mind, especially if you're doing like an early concept thing, if you can't afford to buy, like to pay someone to build your assets and stuff like that, to use some help. But it's not like they're, I don't know, ethical tools. But definitely I'm hugely against this for the big companies.
The big question though is, will there ever be a time where AI can be ethical?
It's going to be it's going to be one of those things in like 10, 20 years where it's going to be so integrated in everything that just like how, you know, people don't want to hear this, but like our country, a lot of countries are built on the bones of others. Like that's just how it is. The only thing you can do is reparations and do some other stuff and work through that. What's this going to look like? I don't know, but it's kind of built on the bones of previous creatives. And so not sure how the ethics are going to roll with that.
LLMs and other generative AI has to like use pirated content, stolen content. It has to violate copyright because you need so much data that you cannot ethically source or pay for that data. And even stuff like Meta, which is just training. Well, actually, no, I was going to say it's just training on stuff from Facebook, but that's not true because like
Meta is the worst of them all.
Meta, yeah, they're absolutely
the worst.
Right. They are. They got caught like pirating tens of millions of ebooks so that they could train their shit. So I don't think that AI will ever be ethically trained. But like James was saying, it's just going to be like, and they know this, right? They know that people will just forget about it because most people don't worry about the ethics of things they don't understand. And most people don't understand how LLMs are trained. They don't understand any of this stuff. And so they think, you know, OpenAI thinks they can get away with it. And so others.
By using OpenAI. LLMs, which I do use, am I a black hat hacker? No, I'm just kidding.
You're
a filthy pirate. That's what you are.
Arr. No, it's hard to say like exactly where things are going to go and how, like, because personally, the right thing to do would be to completely just force OpenAI to open source everything. Like, hey, you stole all the stuff, and for reparations, you have to open source the whole thing, and give it back to everyone so that everyone has it. And but I don't know.
Here's my question: why is it called OpenAI? It makes it sound like it's supposed to be. Yeah, it makes it sound like it was supposed to be an open source project at some point.
It was.
Oh well, so they can go on.
It was open source and went closed source like a couple years ago.
It's the same. It's the same reason that they designed their LLMs to be a chatbot, and not just a chatbot, but to feel like you're chatting with another person, right? Like the whole point is deception. They named it OpenAI because Sam Altman thought that would be the best way to like get his foot in the door and be disruptive. Like he's just a truly bad person.
There is hypocrites. Like they get the money, they get everything going. It's just,
you know, Sam Altman looks more like data than the Zuck does.
I don't know about that, man. Zuckerberg looks like he's like a freaking robotic lizard man. I don't know.
I always call him Zuckerborg because I think he looks more like a Borg.
A Borger?
Gosh, you can't use that term. No, I'm just kidding.
Clanker.
Like a clanker. Oh, jeez. So, we should move our next topic to be the one in 5 high schoolers admit to dating AI and the rise of fictosexuality.
Yeah, I think we should because it's a good time.
It is a good. Well,
it's not.
If you're a high schooler, it might not be. There's no way this is going to end well.
So, for those who don't know, 1 in 5 high schoolers have admitted to dating AI. Now, you might be asking yourself, what does that mean? Well, it's exactly what it says on the tin. They are in a romantic relationship with AI. a sycophant
No, they're
machine
not, but,
designed
yeah.
to give you good vibes and nothing else. It gives you that shot of dopamine that you would get from a normal human being you'd probably be dating if you weren't dating an AI.
This is
I
so
also-
sad to me.
Yeah.
And let me just say, this isn't sad because there are teenagers who are dating AIs. I think that this is sad because this is the product functioning exactly as it's intended to function. This is these kids are victims of this product. And this is psychological violence being enacted against our teenagers and others. Anyone who, these kids are vulnerable, and there are adults who are just as vulnerable to this kind of psychological attack. And I truly believe that this use of AI is let me scroll back. Let me go back just a little bit. Facebook was the colonization, like the corporate colonization of social, of human social proclivity. And this right here is the next step in the corporate colonization of human interaction. And these kids are victims. Anyone who's dating an AI is a victim. So empathy from me.
Here's my thing, though. Is it really ethical for teenagers to be dating AIs? Because, I get it. That's very different from, say, teenagers dating an adult, like they shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, though, if an AI is just an average of a lot of adults coming together, contributing, quote unquote, contributing content, then an AI is basically no different from an adult that's grooming you, right?
That is an interesting perspective.
AI is grooming our youth. That's a really good title, actually.
Yeah. Well, here's the flip side of that is the AI is a product, right? And therefore, these kids are not dating an AI, they're dating a corporation. And if corporations are people, and some of them are hundreds of years old, and some of them are very, very young, 3 or 4 years old, that seems weird too.
So what you're saying is
corporations aren't people, but
they shouldn't be
legally
people,
they're considered people.
I would see them more as the pimp in this scenario.
But that would mean that the AI are independent agents, which I don't think that they are.
AI is this is really bizarre in how the language models build out and everything, especially with specific chats and all that. They can definitely take different paths. They're not linear. They can definitely branch out differently. So
yeah,
each person can build out their AI just a little differently to adhere to making them more of a sociopath or a freaking, at least it's going to cause some major mental issues. I think in the near future, the 20s and 30-year-olds, they're going to be coming out in 10 years are going to be heavily mentally unstable.
Yeah,
because these bots will only say yes and they'll only placate to what they want.
Mm-hmm. My question is, I don't see much, if any, distinguishable, tangible difference between a chatbot versus the autofill for your, the predictive text on your keyboard, right? They're literally the same technology, and it's just tweaked slightly, and one has more GPU horsepower behind it. And so if someone was dating the predictive text on their keyboard, they would basically be dating Google. And that might be a reductive argument, but I think that it kind of illustrates my point of view.
Well, the difference is that predictive text hasn't told anyone to kill themselves yet.
Hasn't it?
Yeah. No, I don't. Not really. Predictive text and AI chats are very different. And as someone that has data, talked to plenty of AI stuff. But we did it on street, I rizzed up some, horror
Jason
person.
Jason Voorhees.
Okay, well, we don't have to say his name, but
yeah, okay.
You don't have to out him like that, but it is definitely if it was predictive text, it would be very difficult for these teenagers to get hooked on it. But it's because it's so responsive and so dynamic to an extent that they have some fulfillment in a social aspect. And that's what's so dangerous about it, is that once they get into real life or into like a real relationship, they're going to realize no, both sides have needs, not just one side.
Mm-hmm. I guess my comparison there is that like it's the same technology, but it's being used differently. But the fact is
that's true.
these companies are exploiting like our need for validation, especially when we're young and vulnerable as teenagers, and they're exploiting that. And whether it's like consciously intentional on the part of the executives to like get kids addicted through romantic relationships or conversations, I mean I think grooming is the right word. And you know, I don't know, it just seems so absolutely disgusting to me, and I feel bad for these kids and anyone who dates an AI, because it's like you're not dating a person, it's a product. They're not real, dude. They're I don't know.
It needs to be age gated for sure. And unfortunately, not to get into politics because we're not in the bonus episode, this might have been a good bonus episode topic, but I think the administration is just not focused on stuff like this, where this needs to be better regulated and age gated. I know that OpenAI is potentially going to age gate this a little bit, but I don't know if it's because if they're going to actually age gate or add a new feature, because they announced that they're going to allow a lot more spicy adult stuff to be done on OpenAI. I think generating images and also the chat oriented stuff, like kind of like probably Grok oriented, because they want to compete with Grok. And so you're going to have to input your ID or something along those lines into OpenAI to unlock further access to the stuff for, I think, adults. But yeah, that's a whole other topic we didn't have in here, but
here's another thing too, is that with romance comes uncomfortable topics, and chat GPT sometimes some people really do use these like chatbots to like ERP, so to speak. Is that not a terrible thing to think a terrifying thing to think about?
ERP, sorry,
erotic role playing.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have got that. I don't know why I said it like that.
I didn't know what ERP was.
Okay, but I mean, yeah, and that's I think that's another good point of, or like going into, I want to know exactly what they're asking. Like, are you in a relationship, or is this just like a fling or something like that? Is this something they're just kind of just having fun with, or is it something that like exclusively just really like they treat this like a true relationship and true going out on dates and stuff? I bet you it's blurred more than we realize. I'd hope so. Maybe that's some hope too. That's some hope.
I really can't imagine anyone unironically going for it, but you know, I could be wrong. I might even be wrong, but who knows?
Yeah,
this is a very depressing topic. You know what this reminds me of? Back when that one Japanese guy married Hatsune Miku. Not legally though, because the company that owns Hatsune Miku didn't approve it.
I don't know. I feel like that almost makes it worse in some way. So weird.
What? Dating Hatsune Miku?
No, the company not approving. Like, we don't approve of this. It's like, okay.
Well, you know, Disney would never approve anyone marrying Mickey Mouse unless it's Minnie Mouse.
I mean, why even have a say? Just ignore it. That's why I'm kind of.
Well, they didn't. It's not like they didn't went out of the way.
They didn't say anything.
They didn't say anything, so it's not like an authorized marriage.
I thought they came out like, we do not approve this union shit. She's mine.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, it's what it is. You're not dating a real person. I don't know if there's any teenagers watching this. I really doubt it. But if you're dating an AI, just remember it's not a real person. If you're doing it for shits and giggles, I don't really care. But if you actually need this for like emotional support, then it's not the way. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist.
They're not gonna.
Yeah.
They're not gonna let you integrate this into a robot in the future. So eventually, you will it will run out of memory. There's documents or there's like YouTube videos you can watch on this. Like some person like ran out of memory for their AI that they were dating, and he lost everything and had to start over again. Like, and he was devastated. It's
honestly just like dating a new person.
It's like, yeah, I guess. Like, oh, I'm married to my wife for like 3 years and her memory ran out. Oh, well, different person this time.
It's 50 First Dates, but with an AI meets her.
But I do not like that.
Dude, I should write that as a movie and make it, or like even just a sketch. That'd be funny.
Do it, Gardner.
Do it.
I'm very grateful that I grew up in the 90s when like there was like cool shit on the internet, and now it's just all garbage.
You have to filter through it. There's still a lot of cool shit. It's just the algorithms are going after you, so you have to dodge those.
Yeah. I mean, that's why the Fediverse is so cool. Like
that's probably why the Fediverse will, I hate to say this, might not ever fully pick up because it doesn't use the dark patterns, and people are simple, especially right now. You can definitely tell people are not doing their due diligence on education.
Well, it is an education problem, and right now it's failing because it's not ingrained in our culture to be educated,
especially here in the States. But maybe, yeah, I'm sorry, you cannot do you can't just go out and do your own research unless you go and actually become like, educated to become a resereacher. Don't even
unless you unschool yourself like I did.
Well,
no, I don't recommend the way I was.
No,
schooled.
I don't agree or disagree. I think anyone can be educated, but I think people are educating themselves on algorithms of shock and value, like Fox News slop kind of stuff, where I did my research. I watched something that has zero basis to it. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about. You 100% do everything that you I think you should do. So Pokemon's embarrassing. Like, okay, guys.
So some cutscenes in Pokemon ZA are animated, and they're paced in such a way that it's and they animate the characters' mouths too, in such a way that it seems like they were made for like dialogue, right?
Right.
I have some examples linked too.
Oh, do you have some examples?
Yeah, some Twitter.
Here we go.
Yeah, so you can't hear it from here, but if you watch the cutscene, you can see, like, for example, this rock concert, he's mouthing lyrics
so bad,
and there's music playing, but there's no like voice, there's no vocals.
Wow,
it's extremely egregious.
It's just music. It's like a rock concert. He's
definitely saying something. We just can't hear it.
And he's saying Bulbasaur.
Charmander, Char.
Oh God.
And then there's also the same situation with random cutscenes. There is, she's talking, her mouth is moving. It sounds like they're trying to say something, but she just doesn't. And you have to read the subtitles. It's not even like a JRPG like dialogue box where you can dismiss it at your own pace.
So, I mean, I'm okay with this type of stuff, especially if you're indie, but this is Pokemon. Come on.
Okay.
You can pay a voice actor.
Is this like an example of they just didn't record English dialogue and there's Japanese dialogue?
No.
Or no.
There's no dialogue at all in any of the versions.
Okay. I was wondering if they might have like had Japanese dialogue and then just removed it and didn't record English dialogue.
I think
even so, they're a big company. They should be paying for actors.
Yeah, if they wanted to keep the dialogue Japanese, they could have done that. I mean, I think a lot of people would have been more accepting of it.
I mean,
maybe, but like certainly not. It wouldn't have drawn as much ire as this, though.
This is a kids game, and as we just learned, kids don't know how to read, even in their teens. So I don't know what they're doing here.
Yeah, if kids don't know how to read, how come? If teens don't know how to read, how come they're interacting? How can they date their AI bots?
Because they have a voice mode. Go try OpenAI's voice mode. What? It is crazy good. Yeah, I have conversations with it, just like spitballing, because I want to spitball with someone.
Jesus fucking
Wait,
Christ.
Am I dating an AI?
Are you cheating on your wife with an AI?
Hey. Nothing sexual this time.
Dude. Maybe what they should have done with Pokemon is got the OpenAI to read out the freaking voice.
Yo,
Lines.
why use OpenAI? Just use TikTok's like text to speech. Like you know the voice.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
my gosh. No, I'm good. I
That
hate
moment
that so
when
much.
my Pokemon won't obey me.
Oh, I hate it so much.
That's why I mentioned that one specifically.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'd rather just read it. But give me the
Yeah.
choice, I guess. Like if they want to go that route, go that route. Like,
Listen, I think if they didn't want to do voice acting, they should have just made it like a like a JRPG like dialogue box. Like the
Yeah.
screenshot down below the like dialogue. There's text boxes that you can dismiss by pressing A. They should have just done that if they didn't want to fucking do voice acting.
I think they planned for voice actors, and I have a feeling something went up to where they were like, no, we're not doing this.
That's quite possible.
I mean, I'm looking at the lips. They seem synced enough to the words that they probably should have been.
What I find strange, especially, is that these are like, unless they're reusing these animations somewhere else, like these seem like bespoke, and also they kind of feel, what's the word? They're not hand animated. They're mocapped, right? Like it seems mocapped to me.
Oh, there's another cutscene that's playing down there too. It's just a Pokemon shooting out a giant laser. When did? Hold on.
Clefairy.
Laser chew.
They're using Hyper Beam. Yeah, I'd run the hell away too if someone shot a Hyper Beam at me. Almost.
I'm getting like serious Backyardigan vibes from these animations. You ever seen that?
I have not.
Oh my god, it's like the
apparently,
most floaty weird.
This Detective Pikachu game that's being shown right now on the right screen has voice acting. I mean, I can't hear it from there, but they're saying that it does. Can you hear any voice acting, James?
Yeah.
So they can afford voice actors. They just don't for some reason. And
don't let them interfere. That's what he said.
Dude, he's controlling an army of Beedrills. That's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. He just shot directly at a trainer. You can't do that shit. That's illegal.
He neoed it, dude. Or Mewtwo neoed the bullets.
Oh, dude. Imagine if Mewtwo... Mewtwo can do this. I forgot. He has a Reflect as one of his attacks. Oh, that's cool. You can just, like, grab onto your Beedrill and, like, get away.
For the audio listeners, it's like very much floaty mocap feeling kind of animation.
Yes.
If you want the full experience, you might have to watch this part on YouTube at least.
Yeah, unfortunately. But it is... I don't really have any big issues with... Pokemon's not my thing. But I don't like these companies just cheaping out, though. They make millions and millions off this. It's just hire a voice actor.
Yeah.
The animations seem fine enough.
Yeah, I mean, the animation's fine. It could almost be pretty decent, all things considered.
Honestly, it feels like the animations are really good and that should have voices. I think that's the biggest thing with it is that the animations do feel actually decent. And even the lip syncing looks like it should be voiced. I think that's just... man, I'm really digging really hard into something that I don't care about. But
that's the only thing that really gets me. If they had just gone with like text boxes, I would have probably been okay with it, and this probably wouldn't have even been a topic, to be honest. But
yeah, I mean, it would be one thing if there was like a simple like animation of like a text box on the screen that you have to click A to dismiss, and like the animation is like just the character kind of flapping their mouth, on repeat. But like this feels like it should have voiceover.
I don't know.
You know what I say to Pokemon people? Get a better game to analyze. Half-Life. They'll always have lip syncing in that.
You just
with voices.
You just ostracized like half of our audience.
But if you like Pokemon,
I know
there's a game that's kind of like Pokemon that has voice acting. It's called Digimon.
Digimon, digital monsters.
Do it. No, I just just don't feel like like the what's the Pokemon company?
The Pokemon Company.
You're talking Game Freak.
Oh,
Game Freak. I just don't think they actually care. I feel like it's just really is a cash cow series.
well, actually, now that I think about it, though, I do remember reading there was a leak. There was a massive Pokemon leak that happened again, and one of them happened to be the budget that Pokemon games get, which is like $3 million per game, apparently.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it seems like maybe they ran out of budget for voice actors.
That's when you step up and have a fan voice it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
they do that with some dubbed animes.
Like, what, Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Dude, Dragon Ball Z Abridged is not the same, but it is hilarious. That if you want a good time, Gardner, go watch that. That's so good.
Yeah.
It's a little racy compared to in today's world, but it's good.
But wait, have you seen the original Dragon Ball Z, though, Gardner?
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's like the only anime I've ever like fully watched.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, do better, Game Freak. It seems like Game Freak is doing better when they're not making Pokemon games, because when you look at Game Freak's other projects, it looks, let's just say, a lot more interesting. Like there was that one like super high quality AAA game. It kind of looked like it was like frame rate lagging during the trailer, but it looks like fucking good. Aside from that, like I think it was a Beast of Reincarnation or something like that.
Yeah, it definitely different style. And the thing is, hopefully they're not just like pulling all their funding to make other games, like, and kind of screw over their fan base. But that's what it feels like.
Dude, their Game Freak is embezzling their Pokemon funds to make their like actual passion project. That'd be crazy if that were true.
I mean, I'm okay with that type of embezzling as opposed to what a bunch of other businesses do. But
yeah, it reminds me of how I think it was Gearbox embezzled the Aliens like funding for Aliens Colonial Marines to like put into Borderlands 2.
Okay, you know what? I'm also for that embezzling too, because Borderlands 2 was freaking awesome. So, but also they shouldn't have done that.
I think it's still the best Borderlands game. I mean,
it is the best Borderlands game.
It's got it all. Like Borderlands 3 was better gameplay wise, but it also had really bad writing. It was basically the embodiment of like that one 4chan green text where they describe how Gearbox games are written. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh no. I gotta link
I try
it
to
you
avoid
guys.
4chan.
I gotta link it to you guys. It's hilarious.
Link it to us.
All right, not the. I'm gonna find a picture of it. That way you don't have to like go through 4chan. Here, it's actually a Reddit post on 4chan. It's actually a Reddit post. I'm gonna send it to you guys via. There we go.
I can't stand the writing. It feels like it gets worse with every Gearbox game. They can't go online without stuffing it full of ironic observation as their form of jokes. Like they have an insecure 12-year-old filter for everything. I mean, that's their writing style. That's what they like. Normal line. If you can get some fuel canisters, then I can reactivate the main generator and get our shields back up. I marked the objective on your map. I'll be honest, that is a horrible line though too. Gearbox line. Hey buddy, great job killing all those mutants and all. You're really good at that, shooting things. That is one problemo though, as it turns out, a bunch of monsters on the planet are going to tear our eyes out if we don't get the shield back up. And this is just my opinion, but that's gonna suck. Not having eyes sounds terrible. Like this is just claptrap. Yeah. How I'm supposed to, I mean, do we want me to finish reading this?
No, but you should have read it with like a country twang, because that's what Borderlands dialogue sounds like half the time.
Well, half the people in it are like country bumpkins, so like
yeah.
I also I love how high tech you were like, I'll send you the link, a screenshot, so you don't have to go through 4chan, and you just sent him a 4chan post of a screenshot.
No, this is Reddit.
This is Reddit. This is
this is Reddit. Oh, yeah. I legit. Okay, I've never actually been on either. I haven't been on 4chan in ages. So
yeah, that's the 4chan subreddit.
Okay, great.
It's a little better.
Yeah, but I remember when I was like first using 4chan, and then I discovered Reddit, and I was like, wow, Reddit is like 4chan but for adults. Yeah.
Dude.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
badmouth Reddit. I use Reddit.
Oh, I hate Reddit, dude.
I love Reddit, but I also have mine. I have it very carefully. I've joined Half-Life and any other Hopium communities, and we just sit there and hope.
Nice.
What about r/Steam Deck?
I'm
The
on there
place where
too.
creative conversations go to die.
Yeah, the moderators can go screw themselves because, you know,
Hey,
can't
now.
promote. Everyone else can promote their stuff, but I try to promote a project or anything else, and out of like
Hey,
to try
now,
to do
the
any
entire
good. But
mod team got like overthrown, basically.
yeah, well, the OG one, I guess. Then
I stopped using Reddit like several years ago when like every subreddit was like, here are our rules. And in order for you to post anything on our subreddit, you have to make a post and then tag it with specific flair, and then you have to go into and then your post is going to get like you banned from the subreddit. So what you have to do is go in and respond to the automod bot's comment and say, I'm a real person, and then your post will get unbanned, and then you also have to do this other thing in order to get it posted. I'm like, this is all fucking stupid, man. I can't stand Reddit.
God, I hate
welcome
Reddit.
to the internet, though, because if you don't do that type of stuff, the amount of spam is also really high. It's just
it's just not worth it.
I mean, I do all that stuff, and rarely can get any. I don't post, honestly, but even when I do, I feel like it's very. I don't know. I'm not going to get into this.
God, I hate Reddit and Redditors.
Bonus level time. If you are watching this before we get to the bonus level, make sure to go over to Patreon and find us over there, the bonus level or bonus episode. But let's get into this bonus episode. Okay, well, we are done with the bonus episode. This is a long bonus episode.
Yeah.
We could go on like maybe we'll do some more fun stuff like this in future bonus episodes. Maybe let us know, especially if you're listening to this, you're a Patreon subscriber. So let us know, and we'll read out your comments, questions, and all that. But if there's some future topics you want us to cover in the bonus stuff, we'd always love to do that. So, with that being said, should we say goodbye?
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
That was a fun bonus episode.
That was a fun bonus episode.
It was really fun. Being dictator is always fun, right?
Just interesting exercise, thought experiment for the times we live in,
I softened mine a little bit.
Yeah.
But yes, so yeah, thank you guys for being a member. Since you're listening to this, a member. If we're putting this in after you're just listening to the regular episode, then thank you for listening. And say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Peace out. Later.
See ya.